All right, so diving into some heavy stuff today. Human rights. Specifically, what's going on with Shia Muslims globally.
Yeah.
We've got this December 2024 report from Shia Rights Watch, and honestly, it's kind of disturbing.
Right.
What really hit me is, like, how much we just don't know,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
How many stories just, poof, disappear. So today, we're going to try to, like, piece together what we can,
yeah.
kind of get a global view, and
Mhm.
I figure we start with Pakistan. Seems like things are really rough over there right now.
Oh, absolutely. Pakistan it's deeply concerning. Para-Kanar, especially. You know this siege by extremist groups.
Right, right.
It's been going on for months now, way longer than most people even realize. And then you see the effects of it, like 128 children dead in just 85 days.
Oh, wow.
Just because they can't get medicine. Like, that's not just conflict anymore. That's a full-blown humanitarian crisis.
It's crazy, right? Like, they airlifted in what, like a single ton of medical supplies?
Yeah.
It feels almost, I don't know, symbolic, like a drop in the bucket compared to what they need.
Yes.
And then reading about those executions, Ishaq Hussein and Wasim Abbas, it's just chilling. The terrorist actually filmed it. You know?
Yeah.
It makes you think, like, what must it be like to live with that kind of fear every day?
Exactly. And that's the really scary part, right? That it becomes normal. Like, this terror is just there. And it's not just in one place either. Like, look at Saeed Yashan Ali, that cleric.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He had to escape from Syria, right, because of threats. Then he gets back to Pakistan and boom, arrested.
It's awful.
It shows you how connected all this is. Like, there's no safe place to run.
It's like the world's closing in, Danger from all sides.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, that feeling, that trapped feeling, it shows up in the Bahrain section too. Some really messed up stuff in this report. Like Hussein Ali Amman dying in Jau prison. They're saying it was medical negligence.
Right.
I mean, that's more than just one guy's tragedy, right? And it's a whole system failing.
Absolutely. It's systemic. And then you've got reports of, ongoing health crises in that prison. Like Ammar Abdul Ghani, his health is deteriorating rapidly. And remember the protest after Amman died?
Oh, yeah.
The crackdown was brutal, tear gas, beatings, people were seriously injured.
Like, even peaceful protest is met with violence.
Exactly. So you have to ask, what's really going on in that prison system? Are they even capable of providing medical care?
Right. Are they respecting basic rights? It's a huge question mark.
Huge.
And it's not just inside the prisons either, right? I mean, the ban on Friday, prayers in Daraz.
Right.
13 weeks they've been doing that. Heavy security presence, the whole 9 yards. It's a direct attack on religious freedom.
Absolutely.
And then you layer on the economic side, the reports of Shia citizens getting shut out of jobs, preference given to foreign workers instead.
Yeah.
Starts to feel very deliberate.
Yeah.
Like a systematic effort to marginalize them.
It is. It's about control. Limit religious expression, limit economic opportunities. It's a pressure cooker.
Yeah, yeah. And that exclusion thing, it's not just Bahrain. It pops up everywhere, just in different forms, like Lebanon, for example. They've got the external threats, but also this internal tension, right?
Right.
And that Israeli airstrike, the one that killed 6 family members in Harris, including a woman and a child.
Right.
It's just, like, devastating. Reminds you how fast things can go sideways.
Absolutely. And it creates this climate of fear, right? Especially for those already vulnerable. Like, think about the Shia refugees from Syria, the ones abducted in Tripoli.
Yeah, what happened to them?
We don't know. They fled one conflict only to vanish into another. It's like, where's the protection for these people?
It's heartbreaking.
It is. And even within Lebanon, you've got that case of the bus driver attacked just for refusing to denounce his faith. Like, you'd think there'd be more tolerance there, but
Yeah, no, extremism finds a way.
it does. And nowhere is that clearer than in Syria. I mean, those 2,000 civilians stuck in Nablus and al-Zahara, extremist groups wouldn't let the Red Crescent evacuate them. It's like they're using the conflict as a weapon against whole communities.
And people actually died because of that blockade, right?
They did. It's not just numbers on a page. It's real people, real loss.
And then on top of all that, you've got the destruction of their cultural heritage.
Yeah.
Like that attack on the shrine of Abdullah al-Hussein.
Yeah. Vandalized, caretakers killed. It's an attempt to erase them, their history, their identity.
Like, it's not enough to threaten their lives. They have to take away their past, too.
Exactly. It's a tactic that often gets overlooked, but it does immense damage.
So, yeah, we've covered a lot here. Pakistan, Bahrain, Lebanon, Syria. It's a pretty bleak picture, honestly.
Yeah.
But, the goal here wasn't to bum everyone out. It's to start talking about it. to shine a light on these injustices that just don't get enough attention.
Exactly. The work that groups like Shia Rights Watch are doing, it's crucial, but they can't do it alone. We need more awareness.
Right. Awareness leads to accountability, to pressure on governments and international organizations to actually do something.
Exactly.
So as you're listening to all this, thinking about it, I want you to ask yourself, what can we do?
Yeah.
How can we amplify these voices, demand justice, support those fighting for basic human rights?
That's the question.
It's a big one, but hopefully it'll lead to some, meaningful action.
I hope so.
Me too.